All right, we're going to do Nolan Plastics, and it's not that big, so I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see a little bit better. Depending on the size of the problem we're doing, I'll always pretty much zoom in as much as I can so that it's as big as I can get it and still fit. And that way, if any of you don't have the eyes you once did, it makes it a little easier. So I always like to label everything I'm doing so that if you open the file later, you'll know what it is and so forth. So let's look at the problem. Well, it says they introduced the problem in section 1.4. So in order to read it, we got to go to section 1.4. And where is Nolan Plastics? Okay, it's on page 14 for me. Under Models of Cost, Revenue, and Profit 1.4. Nolan Plastics produces a variety of compact disc storage cases. Nolan's best-selling product is the CD50, a slim plastic CD holder with a specially designed lining that protects the optical surface of the disc. I don't know if they really needed to tell us this for us to do this problem. Several products are produced at the same manufacturing line, and a setup cost is incurred each time a changeover is made for new product. Suppose that a setup cost for the CD50 is $3,000. This setup cost is a fixed cost that is incurred regardless of the number of units eventually produced. It's a tooling cost. In addition, suppose that variable labor and material costs are $2 for each unit produced. The cost volume model for the producing X units of the CD50 can be written as follows. You don't need to worry about that equation. Okay, we're skipping that part. And we're just going to jump right into setting this thing up. Okay. So for once production volume is established, it talks about the model. Marginal cost is defined at the rate of change of the total cost with respect to the production volume. And so what is it even asking us to do? Well, we're just going to set it up because it's a little unorthodox. The examples I'm going to have you do are a lot cleaner. But jumping back to Appendix 1.2 on page 26, what we're going to do is we're going to, I believe this is a break even. And we're going to set all of this up. Let me make sure that's what it is, what they're trying to make us do. Yeah. Okay. It's asking for what happens with a production volume of 800. So we'll just set up the sheet and you'll see how it all works. So the fixed cost is how much?
3,000.
3,000. I don't typically put label this with the little dollar sign because sometimes that makes it confusing. 3,000 is fine. Variable cost per unit. How much? Anybody remember?
2.
2? Yeah. And the selling price per unit, I don't think I've read that part, is $5. Is 5. Okay, so now we're going to model it. You don't always have to label it model. I do just because it's the first one. So the production volume. That's what we don't know. Okay, I'm going to color this one yellow just so I know the cell I'm changing. I think the coloring helps a lot of people to focus your eye on what's going to change. Remember I talked about that the other day? Okay, let's do total cost. What's the total cost? Remember it's the fixed cost plus the variable cost. So your fixed cost is 3,000. So that cell plus the variable cost will be what? Anybody? 2 what? B3 times anything? Yeah, times how many you're going to make. So it's $2 times however many you end up making. So that cell times that cell. Now some people get freaked out when I reference an empty cell. So just to make you feel better, for those people, I'm going to put a random number in there. It says 5. Now for some people, you just, why'd you do that? Others are like, that, now I get it. Because what we're doing, where it says we're making 5 of these, so it's 3,000. See the little equation up here, and I apologize, that's so small. If I click on this twice, yeah, there it goes. So 3,000 B2 plus $2, and we multiply that by 5 because we made 5 of them. Okay, total revenue is what? Equal sign what?
B7 times B12. Or, sorry, get it different.
B7 times,
For us it'd be B5 times B8.
okay, for you it's different. For us it would be selling cost per unit. So how much you sell it for times how many you've sold. So if I asked you right now, how much is your total revenue? Do it in your heads. Anybody?
With the 5.
So if we've sold 5 and it costs, and we're making $5 per, how much money did we make? 25. So right there. Okay, sometimes that's a way to kind of check your work as you go to make sure the numbers make sense. And then here, total profit. And I'm going to put in here loss because sometimes it'll be a negative number. So the total profit is revenue minus cost. So in this case, we're losing a whole bunch of money. So if I said how many, if the question said how much money are we making or losing if we sold 800, we still lose 600 bucks. Okay. Now we're going to do the break-even analysis.
What was the equation for total profit?
Revenue minus cost. Okay, so now we're actually going to we're going to use GoalSeek. How many of you have Office 10, 2010? Some of you. Okay, GoalSeek is in different places in different computers. So I'm going to show you where it is on 10. And those of you that are doing the remote desktop, I have requested that they do Microsoft 10, so you should see what I see. Okay. To do this, you go to Data. And then, this makes no sense, but this is where it is. You go to What If Analysis, click on it, and there's GoalSeek. Okay.
We don't have all those things up top. Mine stops at formulas.
Stops at formulas.
So the data is the next one that should be there as well.
Yeah, listen to her.
You didn't have it.
This will happen the first week of class as we get everything installed. Okay.
My remote desktop didn't fully install, so I'm trying to do it on the regular Mac Excel.
And I think Mac Excel has GoalSeek.
Okay.
And to be honest, if you can't find something, the quickest way to do it is Google it. Google Mac GoalSeek.
What was the total revenue?
Total revenue is your production volume times your selling cost. So how many did you sell and for how much? No luck, Will?
I'm trying to figure out how to work with this computer.
Okay. There's about 3 or 4 of these things that it's gonna we'll just kind of, everybody will get it. It's always there. It's just a matter of finding it.
So I go to episode.
It's in
Who has, raise your hand if you have not found GoalSeek, so I know who I'm waiting on. Okay. If you need to look inside one of my cells, let me know and I'll click on it for you. As Excel has gotten more complicated over the years, they've made finding things more complicated. We'll get everybody there.
So, put 800 in production line.
Is that a newer feature or is that?
GoalSeek's is GoalSeek's 30 years old. It's one of the original features.
Okay.
They've just moved it around. Are you on the remote desktop?
And, yeah, it's
Okay.
2007.
It should be 2010. I told them to put 2010 for everybody.
Okay, I thought it was, okay. It might be 2010. Just wanted to guide us.
Just go to what analysis.
Aha, brilliant, thank you.
You're good.
That's where it is in 2007 too.
Is it the same place? Okay. Yeah, you're looking for it. Are you guys good over here? I know you're looking. You still looking?
Well,
Are you
I
in it?
think you're on the starter Excel.
Yeah.
So you may not have it.
Okay.
Are you on the remote desktop? Oh no, you can't get on it. Sorry. So you guys are looking for GoalSeek for Macs right now.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. I know for sure Mac does not have the other stuff we're doing, but this one I thought it did. You guys find it on Google? Does it say it has it?
It says it's GoalSeek on the Mac.
Yeah, it says there.
I don't think it's all that. You load it on a computer.
Okay.
That's Norton.
Is that? Can you have Norton? Okay.
Is that the antivirus?
Yeah.
Norton antivirus crashed more of my computers in my life.
Oh. Good enough.
I found the best way for me to not have problems with my computer is to have no virus software. If I have no virus software, I have no problems.
Just get a Mac.
Wow, there was that big virus thing last year for Mac, yeah.
I've never had a virus on my computer.
There are few of them, but they're right now watch the next wave is going to be viruses for iPhones and iPads because they're so big.
No.
People are all the guys who've been making viruses all the years for the PCs are all right now they're
What are you doing?
figuring out how to do those.
No, don't.
We got it.
You guys got it? Okay, good. All right.
So if we don't have GoalSeek, are we kind of screwed then?
For right now, yeah. You can go on the remote desktop if you wanted, but yeah, I just look on because you're going to have that fixed for the next time, right? You're going to install something or bring the other computer.
Yeah. You said I could get an Excel program for.
A full Excel.
Where is it?
The computer guys used to do that. I don't know if they still do. Otherwise, you'd have to buy it, which for full price, which would be too much. I do the remote desktop on your Mac before I do that because that's free. That's just my opinion. Okay, we're actually going to open GoalSeek now. Yes.
Can you run through your numbers, your equations?
Okay.
Because I'm missing something.
Okay. This will happen all
Oh,
the
because I didn't put 800, so that's why.
Does it work if you put 800?
I'm going to try right
That's sure.
now. Here we go. Okay.
All right.
So I click on total profit and then press GoalSeek.
You don't need to. Yeah, that's a good question. When you open GoalSeek, it doesn't matter where your cursor is. So open up GoalSeek, and it's this cute little box right here. This is about the simplest thing we'll do. And so it says what we're going to try and do is do a break even. So what we want to do is to break even means you have 0 profit and 0 loss. So we're going to set our profit loss cell. So make sure you've got this selected, and you can type it in or just select the cell. And then go to the line right below it. I wish I could make that bigger, but I can't. And just type 0. And which cell do you change to get there? Remember, we highlight the changing cell in yellow. So we're going to highlight the changing cell. Okay, I'll wait till everybody catches up before.
Is your the set cell absolute value? Does it have the dollar sign format?
Yes.
It does.
It doesn't have to, though.
It doesn't have to.
No.
How do you toggle between the static references and
Yeah,
the
so-
variable references? Is
You mean like this?
Is there a function shortcut between, the dollar sign?
F4.
F4?
Yeah. I didn't know what you were asking. Yeah.
Sorry.
Did you click on this?
Okay, everybody got this?
Mr. Computer back here.
Okay, go ahead and click on OK if you have it, and for those that are still working on it, I can go back. And how many do you need to make to get a profit loss of 0? 1,000. And I'll go back to goal seek for anybody that.
Is there a search function? So,
Okay, who does not have it? You guys in the back, are you?
Yeah, I'm getting it right now.
Okay. Just let me know where you are, because then I can help or not. Just keep on going. Okay, now let's experiment a little. How many do I have to make a profit of 10,000? Okay, if I'm making a profit of 10,000, how much? I'm not going to do it for you. I want you guys to do it, and I'll do it in a second. I'm doing a profit of 10,000. What's my production volume? So I'll see if you guys can do it, and then I'll go ahead and do it up here. We're going to learn all this through practice and just doing it over and over again. You guys will get it. I don't know the answer. Tell me.
It's 4,334.
4,334
For production, what did you say? Production profit?
for a profit.
Oh.
For profit of what did I say? A profit of
Yeah, he's right.
10,000.
He's right.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. So we're going to set cell our profit to, and we'll just type 10,000 in here by manipulating our yellow cell. It equals 4,333.33. So it'd be 43.34. Okay, everybody there? All right. Well, I think you guys are ready to do a couple on your own. So let me go ahead and pop up what I was going to have you do. Let's do at the end of the chapter, so we'll go to page like 22. We're going to do problems 12, 14, and 16 with a partner. Okay, find a partner or two partners. And 12, 14, and 16. And here's the thing. I only want you to do the break-even point. It'll tell you to do like develop the model or come up with the linear equation. I don't care about any of that. Just find the answer. So
And
just
break even 0.
break even 0. Yeah, profit is 0. Okay, so 12, 14, and 16.
What page is that again?
22. If you want to work alone when we do group work, you're always welcome to. If that's how you respond better, or if you want to do a group of 3, you can do that as well.
Oh, man. Feeling good.
Class.
Yeah.
12, 13, 14.
12, 14, 16.
14's the homework.
Yeah, let's do it.
Go for it. Kind of wondering if someone would pick up on that, but
Is that the one problem?
Well,
What we got?
alright. So the initial.
So we're supposed to ignore the linear equation stuff?
Fixed cost.